Hello there. My name is Dr. Wendy Benson, and I am an assistant professor of psychology at Marshall University and an industrial organizational psychologist. And I teach a lot of statistics and experimental psychology classes that students often feel threatened by and maybe don't feel necessarily like they belong in. And I have found that a great way to lighten the mood in class and get students to feel included and feel a sense of belonging is to use student curated music playlists. So this video is designed to share my ideas with you of how to do this and also how students have reacted to this in my classes in the past. So, here we go. There's a variety of ways to get student music requests. One way to do it is to use discussion boards on Blackboard Ultra, where you can just have students post music requests right then and there. I like to have students tell me whether or not the songs that they're requesting are lyric free or not, and you'll see why in a little bit. Also, having them in a discussion board allows all the other students to get inspired by those music requests as well. And if you're teaching an online class, this is really the best option. Another way to get music requests is to ask for them in class. So you can pull up the playlist on Spotify, which is what I use, which is why you see those Spotify icons there. And you can just ask students, what do you want to hear today? And then you can add it to the playlist and kind of keep it forever. Another way to do get music requests is to do a collaborative playlist on Spotify, where you can actually just make the playlist public, and then you can share the link to that playlist. So let me show you kind of what that looks like. Show you my playlists here. So this is my Dr. B student request. This is my lyric playlist that has lyrics in it. That's kind of best for before class. And I also have my lyric free playlist that I use during more like work sessions, because it's kind of background music, kind of create a coffee house vibe. And you can see that you can go in and you can copy that link to the playlist. If you have it on your desktop, you can also go here to invite collaborators for those playlists. So another way to help encourage students to make music requests is to give students extra credit or rewards points, like the gamification system that you may have seen in one of my previous videos, where you just have a system where students earn points that they can cash in for rewards. And one way to earn those points is to submit music requests. I will say, if you're going to incentivize it, maybe have a cap on how many music requests students can make. Like maybe I usually use up to 3. And that also keeps the playlist more balanced, where everybody's music will probably have a chance of playing in class. So when to play music, I've kind of already alluded to this, but I want to be really specific. So I like to play music before class, because that's when it really breaks that uncomfortable silence where people are kind of shuffling in and just kind of sitting there quietly. And it really just sets a more fun and lively mood before class. You can do this face-to-face or online. In online classes, when you launch your webinar, you can share the computer audio. And I usually just have like a screen that says, welcome to class, here's what to expect today. And I just leave that on there as people are kind of shuffling into the classroom and they're hearing some of their music they've requested. Face-to-face is pretty obvious. I just launched Spotify on my Google Chrome browser and I use it to play the music in class. I like to use only my lyric playlist for before class, when students aren't really thinking yet. If we're doing group work, or if we're doing a live review session like a Kahoot, or even during tests, then I will play the lyric-free playlist. And that's why I like students to tell me whether or not the music they're requesting has lyrics or is lyric-free, so I quickly know which playlist to add it to. I will note that most students enjoy having the music play during tests, but you may want to ask students first and ask them if they think it'd be too distracting, and ask students if maybe there's only 1 or 2 who think it's distracting, maybe they could bring earplugs to the test so that they're not bothered by the music. Students love this. It really, in addition to kind of breaking that uncomfortable silence in class and just having a more positive vibe, students really enjoy hearing their music requests in class. So at the end of my fall semester, after I did this for the first time, I asked students to rate how much they enjoyed listening to the music requested by students in class. And you can see here, they were overwhelmingly supportive of the practice. They really enjoyed it. Only a couple of students weren't very into it. I also asked an open-ended question in this anonymous survey, and just straight up, like, what was your favorite thing about the statistics class this semester? And I had about 40 students in the class, and you can see that several students said that music was really one of their favorite parts of the class this semester. And you can tell that it kind of made them feel like the atmosphere was a little bit less scary, right? Especially, and this class was a statistics class. So kind of taking that frightening atmosphere out of the equation and having students enjoy hearing their own music is really great. And it also communicated to the students that I see them as unique individuals that I value and that I want them to kind of bring their own flavor to the class. So I hope you are inspired and that you maybe do this next semester and see how your students react as well.